This is Catholic Daily Reflections for Wednesday of the fourth week in Ordinary Time. Today's reflection is entitled, Does Familiarity Breed Contempt? Jesus said to them, A prophet is not without honor except in his native place and among his own kin and in his own house. So he was not able to perform any mighty deed there, apart from curing a few sick people by laying his hands on them. He was amazed at their lack of faith. Mark 6, 4-6. It's an old expression that familiarity breeds contempt. It is often easier to harbor contempt for those closest to us than to offer admiration. This dynamic frequently manifests itself among relatives, neighbors, and friends. The contempt might remain subtle, without clear outward expression. Yet, when those close to us are honored, it is often easier to call to mind their faults than to join in their praise. These feelings, if left unchecked, not only harm human relationships, but also blinds us to the workings of grace in those closest to us. Today's gospel tells the story of Jesus returning to his hometown of Nazareth after beginning his public ministry. Soon after he was baptized and emerged in the desert, Jesus began gathering disciples, preaching authoritatively and performing miracles. Though his ministry began in Capernaum, about 20 miles northeast of Nazareth, word spread quickly about him, leaving the people of Nazareth uncertain about what to think. When Jesus returned to Nazareth for the first time, he entered the synagogue and read from the prophet Isaiah, declaring that the Spirit of the Lord was upon him. See Luke 4:18. Mark's version of the event, which we read today, tells us that many who heard him were astonished. They asked one another, Is he not the carpenter, the son of Mary? And they took offense at him. Mark 6:2-3. Their refusal to believe stemmed not from Jesus, but from their inability to reconcile the Jesus they thought they knew, a carpenter, a local boy, with the Jesus who now spoke with divine wisdom and authority. The reaction of the people of Nazareth reveals the danger of clinging to preconceived notions about others, which blinds us to God's presence in the ordinary. When you consider the people with whom you are familiar, do you exhibit a similar tendency? Do you struggle to recognize Christ at work in family members, friends, or even within yourself? Familiarity can make us dismissive, but it also invites us to look more deeply for the divine, even in what appears humble and mundane. We must approach everyone we know with eyes of faith, searching for the presence of Christ despite their weaknesses and sins. As Jesus reminds us, seek and you will find. Matthew 7:7. This exhortation extends to seeking Christ in the people around us, especially those closest to us. This can be difficult. We are often tempted to focus on faults rather than goodness in others. The tendency is well illustrated in social media. Sensational and shocking posts draw our attention far more than uplifting and inspiring ones. This reveals the fallen human inclination, much like the people of Nazareth, to reject goodness and the deeper truth we are called to see. We often want others to fail as a way of feeling better about ourselves. Among the people of Nazareth, despite Jesus' perfection, those who knew him allowed their preconceived judgments to blind them, leading to their rejection of him as the Messiah. This reaction challenges us to examine our own hearts. How often do we fail to recognize Christ's presence in those closest to us? Reflect today on those closest to you and ponder how easily you seek and find Christ in them. Everyone you know, including yourself, is a sinner. It's easy to find fault and dwell on it, even sometimes when there is no fault to be found, such as with Jesus at Nazareth. Prayerfully reject that fallen human tendency and embrace the mission of seeking Christ in others, for the one who seeks finds. Seek Jesus everywhere and celebrate the good news of his ongoing presence in our world, especially in the lives of those with whom you are most familiar. Let us pray. My omnipresent Lord, you reveal yourself to me in countless ways, through the sacraments, your holy word, and the lives of those around me, especially those closest to me. Grant me the grace to seek you each day with faith and love, that I may find you in the hearts and actions of those you have placed in my life. Transform my vision, Lord, so that I may see your presence even in the ordinary, and humbly respond with gratitude and trust. Jesus, I trust in you.